Well, what a great day to be here and talking with all you fine folks about an amazing event, a first of its kind, at least for women's college volleyball, and the fact that SMU is getting to represent Dallas in this marquee inaugural event, Spikes Under the Lights. I'm just thrilled. Super excited. I think it is a arriving moment for SMU volleyball, for women's college volleyball, for women's sports. It's a huge deal. There's a massive payout, at least in college volleyball standards, and it's just going to be a really exciting thing that we are honored to help kick off, and I'm happy and excited to talk about it. I feel like I could sell this thing all day. It's going to be an amazing event in the best city, in the best state, in the best country in the world, like with some of the best sports. Like I could just go on and on. So just really, really cool news for the city, for women's college athletics, for volleyball, and for obviously SMU, just being able to be a part of it.
How does something like this come together? Were you guys approached? Were you guys talking with AT&T?
Yeah.
How does all this happen?
What's funny is I've said, you could probably find some old interviews where I've said this is a dream of mine to, when Nebraska did 92,000 in Memorial Stadium, I remember just the competitive side of you, you're like, everything's bigger in Texas. Like what's any event, any venue that could beat that? Because 92,000 is a lot. And I remember talking with some people and they said, well, AT&T Stadium is probably one of the only ones. There's very few that could even go just logistically beat that. And I was like, oh, how cool would it be to do something like that? So then we got approached about this event and the dream of it. And of course, already having been dreaming that myself, we immediately said yes. And how can we help? And what can we do? So it was an easy yes. And I'm just thrilled that it came to fruition. It's been quite the undertaking. And we've got a lot of really cool people behind it and making this happen, and people that believe in women's athletics, really.
What does it mean? This comes on top of the Paradise Invitational.
Yeah.
It comes the AVCA
First Serve
First
Showcase.
Serve. You guys announced, you guys are playing in Texas. And
Yeah.
SEC. I mean, this is a lot of stuff coming for this year that you've been building. Obviously, that was the goal when you got here. Is this kind of what you dreamed of?
This is definitely. I've had some people ask me or talk about, is this wise for your season as a whole and the end of the season and all of those things. And what I always kind of go back to is the promotion of the sport, that ultimately this is so great for the players. If you create a great product, whether it's, male, female, the circus, it does not matter. People want to come. If you build it, they will come. People want to watch and get behind and attend entertaining things and entertaining products. And we're at a point where volleyball is that. And I think everyone that's involved in this event recognizes that and has put this together. And as much as we want to win a national championship and be great in December, which we absolutely do, this is still really important stuff that's part of it. This is part of the genesis of college volleyball and women's athletics, that we're doing cool things and big time events like this that the athletes very much have earned. And they are, they're the modern day celebrities now. And events like this get to showcase them. So it's not only about outcomes at the end of the season. Big time stuff like this is really cool. It's great for the fan base, and Dallas is the mecca of, I think, a volleyball fan base with how much juniors volleyball we have. So how do you say no to this? You don't.
You mentioned the players being those modern day celebrities and being able to capitalize on NIL is probably a big part of that for a lot of them. What have you seen as far as the growth in NIL opportunities and also just the structure around that for SMU to capitalize on that?
Yeah, they've earned that. They've earned the opportunity to go, and they fought for that. And so I'm 100% behind athletes, especially female athletes, being able to receive investment and earn based off their name, image, and likeness and all the work that they've put in. So I'm thrilled that SMU is also behind it, to answer your question. I think we have just an amazing administration and support and donors and a community that want to see all of our sports, not just volleyball, just be uplifted and be supported and earn for what they're doing. And I think we've had some success. So that snowballs a little bit, and we're being invited to represent Dallas and be a hometown team for this event is really cool. So the more the merrier to me. I think if you can go out and continue to grow, it's just a rising tide raises all ships.
With that, you guys are kind of part of that raising and the success that you've had the last couple of years. What does it mean to be on a court with, recent national champions, kind of a standard of volleyball for the last few years in Nebraska and Florida, and these teams to have that opportunity to go out and show what you guys can do against those types of programs?
Yeah, well, I think it's cool that they've even approached a mix of teams. You've got Nebraska, who's just, they're the ultimate blue blood, right? But you've also got Penn State, who's won, I think it's 8 national championships now, the first female to win a national championship. So much respect for Katie. You've got Florida, who's a ton of tradition and history, but you've also invited a rising team to represent their hometown city. How do you not have SMU involved? We're, I think, essential to college athletics, the SMU brand, and volleyball on the rise. It's a great decision, I think, to invite a mix of teams, some that have tradition, some that are really making new waves. I think it's great. And I'm, again, I can't stop smiling today about how exciting it is. And not just for us, but this event is going to be so fun. You've got 4 teams facing off. Winners face winners. It's on TV. I think there's going to be a concert afterwards. It's in Cowboy Stadium. The good news just keeps coming. The next thing they're going to tell me is, who knows? Some other celebrity's going to be. You just don't know. I think it's just amazing what they've been able to pull together. In my dreams 5 years ago, I couldn't have imagined this. And then you start dreaming about it, and now it's real. Really excited that there's people that believe that we're at a place that this is a legitimate investment that's worthy and that we can go do something like this. And I think the plan is to do it annually. So just so exciting.
Would you, for me, talk about, there'll be a lot of volleyball girls from all over North Texas here watching.
Yes.
On, the biggest stage. I mean,
yeah.
It gives me cold chills.
Same.
It's the money and the stage, right? I can't believe this much money is flowing in to women's volleyball. It is so big and so huge. Any women's sport getting this amount of money is huge,
yeah.
right? And then the stage. So, do your girls work with some of the younger girls?
They do.
Do they see themselves as role models? Because this will be the biggest stage they've been on with thousands of little girls watching.
I know. What a great topic to cover and a great question. I have a daughter that's 6 years old, and I thank just God every day that she gets to be around my players because they are amazing role models. And we've got some girls that are hometown Dallas stars. We've got quite a few kids, and not just from around the country, because this is going to be, on primetime national television. So not only do we expect to really bring in some of the Dallas girls, and again, I think Dallas is a mecca for youth volleyball. We've got 3 of the top 5 clubs in the country from Dallas. There are more girls playing volleyball in Dallas than boys playing football in Florida and Ohio combined. Isn't that an interesting stat? So, and we're not out to compete against the boys. I think we just, what you're seeing is that we're not second-class citizens in sport, that women's athletics is a worthy investment. Like I said, it doesn't matter that it's male or female. If you have a great product that's entertaining and fun and adds value, people want to come to it. And I think they're seeing that out of women's volleyball. And I think the little girls and their parents around Dallas will surely want to bring their kids out to see these girls perform, because a lot of their kids are on that same path. They're all playing volleyball and playing juniors and playing club, and these opportunities, they're only going to grow. There's only going to be, we're starting the first event with $1 million. What's it going to be in 10 years? What's it going to be in 15 years? So to me, the challenge and the call to parents and all these girls is to buy tickets and get out to this event. Do you want to see these opportunities for your own kids, and do you want these opportunities for yourself in the future? Then we need to support something like this tremendously. And so I know that I'll be pushing to get everybody out there, but do we really need to push? Again, it's Florida, Penn State, Nebraska, SMU, Cowboy Stadium, a concert, Thursday night, the 27th. Get out there, have a great family event. 3 hours, I think, is, you're not going to spend your whole day, and and just have a great time. And we will provide some entertaining volleyball. These are some really entertaining, highly successful teams. And you can follow any of these girls on Instagram and I think feel good about what your kids are seeing, because these girls are, I could go on and on. They're beautiful, they're marketable, they're fun, they're talented. Like, you're just talking about some of the cream of the crop young ladies.
In practice now, how much is this just that extra motivation now in practice, talking about this big event, just to get everyone excited while they're putting in all this hard work right now?
Oh, we told our team a little bit, they've known about it secretly, just that it was sort of in the works, and to see their faces light up and the excitement, because, Nebraska really did pave the way with the event in Memorial Stadium. So they have an idea of like how big of a deal this is. And to know that they now can be a part of it, and do something similar, obviously different event, different teams, different location, and records are made to be broken. Like, events are made to be, continued and do something new and fresh and continue on. So I think it's cool that they did that, and I think our girls know that that was amazing and they want to go do something just like it. So the excitement is palpable. They're all sharing it online now, and I think this also helps with just recruiting and being attractive. I think athletes want to be attending schools that are a part of these things. You want to be, I think, at programs that push boundaries and go. We talked about Paradise Invitational and First Serve Showcase, and that's what we're all about. I want to put my athlete. I shouldn't even be the one up here. It really should just be our athletes talking about it. But they're doing finals and on summer break, so. But they are the stars. College athletics, I think, is really shifting. It used to be a little bit coach centric, but the athletes are the superstars now, and they deserve it.
What have you seen from your team, or in your workouts and practice or whatever, and so far bringing in some new faces over the course of the semester and getting ready for what's next?
Yeah, we had a great spring, and we tried a bunch of different lineups and did some different things. That's kind of what spring is all about. And what I've seen is just a really physical, very focused team. Probably the hardest working team we've ever had as a whole, all around. They are motivated. They're very intrinsically motivated at times. In the past, as we were growing, it's almost like we believed in our team more than they believed in themselves. And I think this team has some confidence and some excitement, and we do have some new faces, some really exciting kids, and I think Dallas and SMU can expect another really fun, exciting SMU volleyball squad. I think you attract people who are like-minded. I'm very competitive and fiery and just want to have fun and promote our girls and do things like this, and you're going to see athletes that are on that same page. Those are the kids that commit to us.